Hello everybody and welcome to part 4. I'd like to say part 4, yeah, that's right, Boneyard, yep. And we are going to the glow. Your discretion is advised. Either way, we had to go to the glow. Now, optimally, if I was not doing a generic playthrough, what I would have done is immediately go to the hub, get a rope, go to the boneyard, get that rat axe from the cooler, and then go to the glow, get the tape, collect things after having Breakcatcher would be the only companion I would have at that particular time, and bring essentially everything else along with me that I could access, with the only real exception being the last floor, because you need to fix a generator to get to that one. Anyway, let's see her. Ian has the rope, so let's make sure we get that. Right there you can actually run into floaters down in this area, even though it's pretty rare. Anyway, make sure you use 2 doses of rat axe immediately after entering. I should mention that there are some traps, so having some stim packs ready is a good idea. Either way, there's a lot to collect in this area. Including some medical supplies and lots of ammunition and weapons, including a plasma rifle and combat armor in the last level. Pretty sure there's an explosive around this area. Anyway, let's murder some things with Ian. Let's see here. I do not need that or that. I might want to keep a hold of some of those. Really, the only time you need a weapon here is when you're taking out robots. Pretty sure there's another trap in this area somewhere. Yep, there it goes. Anyway, we're going to pretty much everything we collect, with the only exception being automatic weapons you can equip over to Ian. And we can bring that tool in case we need an extra boost to repair. Anyway, this is the thing that you need to make sure you bring back. Speaking of which, you get 100 experience for downloading the thing. I think you're supposed to. I didn't read that there in the box. Anyway, what's here? We need the yellow pass key. And I'm pretty sure we do not need to mess with any of the control settings. I think there's another explosive around there. Yep, of course there was. Anyway, disarm the device. Go through and go to floor 2. Right here, there's another one right over here somewhere. You can either pickpocket these weapons right off these robots or deal with them already before they get a chance to fight back. These hoverbots aren't really that big of an issue. It's the more of these brain bots, because they have ranged burst weapons. Anyway, some of them have assault rifles, so I'd highly recommend dealing with them this way. Although they give a pretty good amount of experience. Speaking of which, let's upgrade some skills. Let's go with energy weapons, and let's go until I have at least 70. Yeah, that should do it. I'm also going to be giving them all books because I don't want to accidentally waste time in the glow, because once your radiation wears off, your radiation counter goes really high really quick. And if it gets too high when you try leaving, you die immediately. Speaking of which, this is the only area where you really need radiation resistance in the first place. I'm hoping to get power armor by the end of this episode. Anyway, plasma grenade, and as I said, flamethrower fuel weighs 10 pounds a stack. Yeah, it's really not worth keeping unless you're planning on doing a flamethrower only playthrough. I guess it's possible, but because of the awkwardly short range compared to certain other weapons, it's just not optimal. Right here it has about a 5 hex range for a flamethrower. Anyway, make sure that you have the yellow pass key still. To get authorization, go through and go to for free. And we switch it over to the red one. And more robots. Later, at least one of these ones actually have a sniper rifle. That might be in a lower level though. Alright, there goes one of them. Alright, and one more. Alright, and what's here? I got a maximum weight capacity. Now let's give them that. Assault rifle. Ammunition. And that's that. Hunting rifle and shotgun. Yeah, that's probably one of the weaker things to see down here. I don't think we really need medkits. Let's hear. If you're doing like I'm doing with small frame buff out, is optimal to have to get power armor. Anyway, with the red passkey, we should be able to open this door. You can tell which color you need because it's around the trim of the door. Anyway, let's hear. Technically speaking, we need to go to floor 6 to actually get to the last floor, which is actually floor 5 if I remember right. Anyway, let's start searching from the bottom floor. Blue one, we will be needing that. We'll still have a red one out for the time being because blue door won't open without power. Alright, and down here we see some missiles. Honestly, we don't have inventory space to really hold those. No, and honestly, I really don't feel like needing to manipulate any of my weight for missiles because I'm not going to be using them in the first place. Make no mistake, they are extremely useful, but it is extremely impractical because of their weight. Granted, they're nowhere near as bad as flamethrowers, but it's still pretty annoying to use them. write a few more books. Not to mention, I think we also get a repair manual from talking to the person about fixing power armor. And you can actually talk to, I believe his name was Zax. Either way, it tells you about research, as well as you can actually play a game of chess with them. I think it's bugged so you can't win, but you're supposed to have high perception, intelligence, and luck for that. Of course, it takes about 3 hours per game, and if you spend too long, you immediately die. Either way, as for what we need to do, right out the bat, I suppose we better make sure these ones go down. Actually, I think those are the only robots in this floor. Okay, there we go. And what's here? 36,000. Oh yeah, there are also some walkers over there that we don't need to look at. Let's hear repair manual, tool, railway radix. Ammunition, some pulse grenades. We might be using them pretty soon. And more missiles. I always thought there was one walker hidden in the corner, but apparently not. Rocket launcher. Maybe they were rockets and not missiles. I don't see any in the corner. Oh well. Now let's switch over to the red key card. Open this door. And go to 4-6. And immediately there's some robots here. I think one of them's actually got a sniper rifle. Yeah, not giving them any assault rifles, that's for sure. And what they're in probably has the biggest stack of 223 ammunition. Anyway, let's collect the sniper rifle. And give it to Tycho. Alright, there we go. And I better check all of these. There's stim packs, small energy cells. The goal has a gigantic amount of stuff in it. That we can use for selling purposes. Right away. Plasma pistol. I don't think I ever used the plasma pistol. Once you get the 223, it's probably better just to stick with that one until you get something better. Mostly because if I remember correctly, the 223 pistol has a better range than the plasma pistol anyway. Anyway, we get to the generator room, which we then can actually switch over to this tool. And try fixing the generator. Okay, first time. Alright, power management, primary power. Naturalize, there we go. And at this point, please note, all robots, if you haven't taken them down already, will attack you on sight. I can't wait to get rid of that metal armor, it just weighs so much. Either way, we need the blue pass card. And let's save before we do this, because there's a lot of things with automatic weapons down there. And that's 4-5. Oh, of course, I start out with a mess. Okay, not down yet. Of course you would. Alright, let's try that again so we don't lose anyone. I would stand in the doorway, but with all the assault rifles these enemies have, I really wouldn't recommend it. I know it's possible to actually run through them and get to that computer to turn them down, but turn them off, but alright, wait, that one's running. Of course you would, Ian. And at least two more brain bots, huh? I'm more concerned about their burst weapons. Okay, as long as none of the companions go down, which would be fine. I can't even do anything because she got in the way. Okay, there we go. Not too difficult of a fight. It is a bit tricky because I'm pretty sure at least one of them has an assault rifle. Alright, there we go. Don't need the tool for now. We may need it once we get to the Brotherhood of Steel, but either way, those grenades we can keep. What's here? Alright, a sniper rifle. Another sniper rifle. I thought that at least one of them had a burst weapon. May not. Maybe that was the ones on the upper floor I was thinking of. Anyway, we can now get rid of this metal armor. I'll use at least one stim pack in case there is some sort of explosive I'm not remembering. Anyway, guns and bullets. And let's trade that metal armor off of Ian so we can sell it for later. That's not even in. Oh well. And we can sell that one because I got too high to actually use it. Anyway, and we get combat armor. We'll be changing it out for power armor pretty quick, but until then it should serve as a decent piece of equipment. Let's see here. Just grab all the ammunition you want. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure there's a main gun in this location for big guns characters. Yep, I don't know if I should even bother, seeing as that's pretty heavy. I think those things weigh about 28 pounds. But they're more manageable than the flamer because it's very least their ammunition only is 1 pound for 50. Now then, what's here? Yeah, I'm not giving him any sort of automatic ammunition. I know it's only used for automatic. What's here? And yes, there is a single mode for burst weapon, for most burst weapons, but I'd rather them not have ammunition on things I might accidentally give them that have burst. Those microfusion cells will be very important later. And while I'm on the subject, let's get that minigun. There we go. And like a wolf flying helicopter coming through this area. Oh well. It increases your... Actually, outside the... Well, let's see here. That's a Geiger counter. It shows you how many reds you have. Really not that useful, seeing as the glow is the only place it's really relevant in. The motion sensor actually, when activated, gives you a 20% boost to your outdoorsman skill, I believe, and I think the stealth boy gives you 20% to your stealth skill. Anyway, it's here. Get a small lineup of pistols. I don't even think you can equip energy weapons, but either way, let's go collect this plasma rifle. And let's see here, I believe that is a total of 160 shots that we have for that thing. Speaking of which, let's make sure we put that on. 3 to 65. Oh, what an upgrade. It'll even get even better once we upgrade it. Either way, another desk, and honestly, I don't think there is anything down in this room, but I'll check anyway. Nope, that doesn't look like it. Okay then, well then. That is the entirety of the glow, I believe, so let's get out of here and get some power armor. Not to mention we can get some operations to increase special. The one I'm really most interested in is Yeah, that's what happens if you don't use a card. Well, the only one I'm interested in is agility. And the others can be helpful, but really agility for one more action point makes it so that we can fire twice in one turn for most normal weapons before we can get at the bonus rate of fire perk. It just makes it arguably the most useful of them. And I already took down all of these robots, so I don't have to worry about that. And we need red. No, we need yellow. Yellow, there we go. I think the first one actually unarms itself after the first time you had that was the pass card, but the other ones don't do that, I don't think. Anyway, let's switch out to that and save and put in afterglow. And then lots of course, which I should mention that upon reloading an area like this, yes, you may receive a dose of radiation even if you have 100% radiation resistance at the time, so be careful about that. Anyway, if you took too much radiation, you actually can die out on the field. Hopefully that does not happen. It's very we avoided that, and you know, I got 10 luck. You'd think I wouldn't have that many problems. Alright, let's get that up to 120 at least. Because we have to go through the difficult area. Which isn't a problem in and of itself. Normally, anyway. But let's see here, we need to also make sure we have at least 12 pounds of space open so we can deal with that. Oh, so many grenades, I wish I didn't pick up so many of them. Oh well, let's leave some over here then. There, I need at least 12, so that should be good. Sometimes they spawn around here, sometimes up there, sometimes in the warehouse, and sometimes up to that part of the warehouse. Of course, our main goal is actually to investigate this guy right here. and take that. And to go to the other side. So we can talk to, I believe his name was Zach. And hopefully get some microfusion cells. Tell me your customer and he lets you through. Now I should mention that there is a bug that once you go through and if you reload this area, this guy will be back here, and because he's set to walk that way, make sure none of your companions block you, because you'll have to make sure you're out of his way to actually get out of here. Anyway, they tell you about their Deathclaw their Deathclaw problem. They offer you ammunition for it. And you can now ask for a discount after you've agreed to help them with that. Anyway, they have 500 microfusion cells. And how much are one stack? Apparently over 2,000. Well, let's see what we can do here. Right off the bat, we want to get those things off. And let's just give them that and that for space. That's 10 pounds. That's another 4. And now we can use this to actually get. Now let's take the laser rifle. Once you get the plasma rifle, the laser rifle is only really better for range. Okay, there we go. And there, that's 800, that's 800. I forget how much cattle prod is. I think the plasma pistol's about 400. Okay, there we go. Actually, I want her to keep the 14mm. And what's here? That is 20 pounds. There we go. Easy weapon. There we go. Seven assault rifles. No bad. Alright, then I guess this will be the last until we get some more. I guess I can get some 14mm for deploying the companions. Well, actually, it's plenty, alright. And with your 56, that should be more than enough for to get my plasma rifle back. Well, assuming it wants to work. Oh, and also I guess I could do that too. Okay, and we need to get that pile of junk. I apologize as it seems to be taking a while, but it's just the way bartering in this game is. Anyway, let's make sure we put this and that there. I must have not put in any. I must not have any 223 full metal jacket on me. Oh well, the turbo plasma rifle will more than make up for it once we get that. Assuming none spawn down here, we should be fine. Please know that once you destroy the nest, those ones do respawn, so that's probably the best grinding spot in the game. Either way, we can go back to Aditum and go and visit Miles, which is this scientist here. Mention the scientist. And eventually he tells you about the farms being broken, so you offer to give the parts. So he tells you to go to Smitty after you show him the parts, which is this guy right here. I don't think he really has anything in his inventory, even though he's the one who makes the bullets for this place. Anyway, you need him to fix that for the farm. He fixes them, and you go back to Miles, talk to him, and he mentions that if you find in certain items, they can help you. The items are the power armor and the plasma rifle. Speaking of which, make sure you take out all the ammunition for your plasma rifle, because he refills it after he gives it to you. And he gives you what some players might know as a Smitty Special, aka the Turbo Plasma Rifle, which is so much better. Most notably because the AP cost is reduced by 1. With the right build, this thing can fire up to 6 times. Either way, let's save after goal, and let's go to the Brotherhood of Steel next. Which is, yeah, I guess it is that one. Oh, it's so nice being able to hit twice a turn again. Anyway, once we get here, we can go to the entrance. And talk to Cabot and say, yes, we did. And okay, and he opens the door for you. Speaking of which, we got another level. That's good. And we get... Oh, that's absolutely great. Well, let's see what exactly we're going to get. You know, I wouldn't have ever got more criticals if I actually was getting sniper for this playthrough. But either way, yep, the best. I will say bonus move would arguably be useful, but in the first one they got it so that you can't use your extra AP and after you run out of your normal AP, which is a real downside, but they improved it in the second one because boy, you can get a lot of action points in the second one, especially with Jet and high AP, but that's beside the point. Anyway, let's go with bonus rate of fire, which decreases the AP cost of weapons like the turbo plasma rifle, or, well, actually, pretty much any weapon that's not melee. I believe it's bonus HTH attacks that's melee by 1. So I can now fire this thing 3 times normally and 2 times accurately. Anyway, I should mention the training room. You can actually get a bonus for unarmed by watching them. And also, unless they patched it, you're also able to actually pickpocket these every one of these combat armor without any penalties. I don't know about Michael though. Anyone in that room I think is safe though, unless they patched it. Though if you're looking for a way to get some extra money, you can use that. But let's go to 4-2 and get the agility operation, because really that's the only one I'm really concerned about. You got a choice between strength, perception, endurance, intelligence, and agility. I'm more concerned about agility. They're pretty expensive, seeing as I think the most expensive one is intelligence at 8,000. But with 10 agility, we now have 10 action points, which is a great number to have because you can fire 2 without fire twice, most weapons twice without actually needing any sort of bonus rate of fire or any sort of AP decrease. And let's see here. I really don't need any of the other ones, but I'll take strength. Actually, if strength, endurance, and intelligence would probably be the best ones to get if I guess it was 6,000, not 8,000. Either way, yeah, now I got some pretty good stats, but it's about to get better, even though I neglected to get perception, which honestly I don't think I'm going to get sniper for this playthrough anyway. Because while I suppose I could grind on those death claws, I guess that would take a bit too long. But either way, let's see. We need to go to 4 free. Hey boy, that's 4 free. It'd be a room off to the right. Yep, here it is. Now, I should mention that it's possible to fail with this guy if you insult him. Or rather, the suit of armor he's working on, so make sure you save. Anyway, ask him what he does, what kind of stuff, and where would someone get one of those. Ask him about the motivator. And that's fair, I'll be back. He tells you to go talk to Michael because it's possible to convince them even with really low speech to actually get that, but there is actually another option. Which we can actually get this fairly easily by using combat. Because if we use combat, we can actually walk into this guy's room. Open this, grab the motivator. Open the door. Go into combat.
Explain yourself, then leave.
Yeah, if he forces you to leave, you failed doing it. Of course, the other alternative is to just give it to a companion because he only checked your inventory. Okay, Cat just got it. That's only a fail-safe, assuming I can't get this normally. Okay, there we go. Alternatively, you can actually talk to Michael to get, after passing the speech check. This way is just generally faster if you got lower speech. Anyway, for free. And we can go over to him and say yes. And he also is kind enough to give you another manual, which we're going to read immediately. And what's here? That is 70 repair. I don't know if that's enough, so we'll take that tool back. And use that. No, I guess that doesn't I always thought it did. Oh well. And it says I don't have the skill, so I'm going to need to increase. Let's go by 5s until I can. Okay, there we go. And that is a suit of power armor. Unfortunately, I can't actually lift it with all the stuff I have. So what we're going to do is drop some of the heavier stuff off and then use buff out. Preferably not getting addicted, we'll see. Okay, no addiction. And then pick that up. Alright, and that is power armor. Okay, there we are, and now we got the best setup we can get. Almost. We can harden the power armor, which I may do in the next episode. But either way, I'll end this episode by likely resting until the after effects of buff out wear out. Because I really don't have any time limit right now. Level 9. Anyway, I'll just rest here. And that's what happens if you use chems. Your the stats that get boosted go down after a while. But after waiting even longer, it'll return back to normal. Really, that's really the only downside, but it gets a bit worse if you're addicted because it'll just keep your stats down constantly. Either way, I'm going to end this episode here. That being said, I hope everybody enjoyed this part. So, I hope everybody enjoyed this part, so everybody have a good day.